Hello, welcome to your channel Wellbeing at My Age. I'm so glad to have you here. In this space, we talk about health, longevity, and natural, simple habits that help you maintain physical, mental, and emotional balance. In this video, I want to share something truly special with you, something that can transform your daily well-being. Today on Wellbeing at My Age, you'll discover how to reduce Alzheimer's risk after 50, according to science. Let's begin. Have you ever stopped to think that Alzheimer's doesn't start when the first symptoms appear, but much earlier? Over the years, I've seen how the brain sends silent signals, warnings almost no one notices in time. And thanks to neuroscience, we now have a powerful truth in front of us. We can strengthen the brain, protect it, and prevent early deterioration when we learn to listen to it. I'm Dr. Gabriel Mina, and today I want to invite you on an inner journey. A journey of awareness, science, and life. We're going to explore how small actions, like conscious breathing, moving your body, choosing better foods, and nurturing affection, can become a protective network for your memory, your identity, and your mental freedom. Because although for many years Alzheimer's was believed to be inevitable, today we know that prevention starts before 60 and often long before that. Few things provoke as much fear as the idea of forgetting who you are, forgetting the names of the people you love, the faces of those who've walked by your side, or the memories that built you. For a long time, Alzheimer's was seen as a silent, unavoidable fate. But current evidence shows something different. This disease often begins quietly, with small lapses in attention, with poor sleep, with physical inactivity, with the constant stress that inflames the brain, and with disconnecting from your own body. But just as we can unknowingly sow deterioration, we can also sow the opposite. I've seen this many times. I remember Ernesto, a 67-year-old patient who arrived worried because he was starting to forget simple things, where he left his keys, the names of people he saw every day. When we improved his sleep, reduced his stress, helped him move more, and adjusted his nutrition, his mental clarity improved. It wasn't magic. It was care. It was consistency. It was science applied to daily life. For many years, it was believed that neurons couldn't regenerate, that the brain inevitably faded with age. Today we know that is not true. The brain is plastic, flexible, capable of learning and adapting even after 60. Every deep breath, every well-managed emotion, every conscious thought, every movement you make is a seed that strengthens neural connections. The hippocampus, responsible for memory and learning, can create new neurons when we support it with the right habits: good sleep, physical activity, real food, and emotional bonds that keep us alive inside. Alzheimer's prevention doesn't start in a hospital. It starts at home. In the way you live, breathe, relate, speak to yourself, and even in how you look at life. Your brain doesn't need miracles. It needs attention, consistency, and small gestures repeated day after day. And believe it or not, science has confirmed 4 habits that protect your neurons and slow down brain aging. Before we continue, I invite you to subscribe, activate the notification bell, and share this video with someone you care about. Here on Wellbeing at My Age, we post new content every day to help you improve your health with simple advice you can apply right away. The first habit is movement. Walk, dance, take the stairs, move your body every day. Exercise oxygenates the brain and stimulates neurogenesis, the creation of new neurons. The second habit is good sleep. While you sleep, your brain clears toxins, repairs connections, and consolidates memory. Not sleeping well is like letting garbage accumulate. Sooner or later, everything gets messy. The third habit is mindful eating, reducing sugar, increasing vegetables, adding nuts, oily fish, and foods that nourish your microbiota, that silent army that protects your brain. The fourth habit, and perhaps the most powerful, is training your attention. Practicing calm, gratitude, and presence. Each time you breathe consciously, you strengthen the circuits that support your memory. And never forget this. Emotions also feed the brain. Bonds, laughter, affection, and feeling accompanied are real neurological nourishment. When you feel loved, your brain releases oxytocin, a hormone that reduces inflammation and strengthens memory. That's why people with strong relationships have a lower risk of cognitive decline. Isolation, on the other hand, shuts down neural networks as if turning off the lights in a house. Thinking, feeling, and connecting are part of the same human experience. That's why one of the best ways to prevent Alzheimer's is to cultivate relationships, look into people's eyes, listen deeply, and let life embrace you. We live in times where attention has become fragile. We jump from one screen to another, from one thought to another, and the brain gets used to distraction. But science is clear. Training attention is powerful medicine. Every time you focus on a breath, a word, or a gesture, you strengthen the hippocampus, the region most affected by Alzheimer's. Meditation, deep breathing, and contemplation aren't mystical practices, they're brain training. Paying attention isn't just looking, it's inhabiting the moment, feeling your body, and being present in the life unfolding right now. Attention is the silent bridge connecting what we think with our brain's real health. After so many years of work, I've understood that prevention isn't a race against time, but a way of living more awake. Every calm breath, every shared laugh, every night of deep rest, and every step taken with true presence is like a gentle touch for your mind. It's not only about avoiding disease, but about protecting the home of your memories, your identity, and everything that makes you who you are. Alzheimer's reminds us that we must live attentively today, before forgetfulness begins to erase the colors of life. Your brain doesn't age all at once. It strengthens or weakens depending on the decisions you make every day. And the beauty is that neuroscience gives us hope. When we take care of life, we take care of the mind. Not long ago, I had a patient named Clara, who came to me truly worried because she felt her memory slipping. They weren't major lapses, but small details she never used to forget. When she began practicing conscious breathing in the mornings, improving her sleep, and walking every day, she told me something I'll never forget. "Doctor, I feel like my mind woke up again." Sometimes the simplest changes open the biggest doors. And now I want to speak to you directly. If this message has touched you, given you clarity, or reminded you of someone you love, I invite you to subscribe, activate the bell, leave your comment, and share this video with someone who may need it. Here on this channel, we upload new videos every day, always with the intention of guiding you, supporting you, and offering real tools to strengthen your health and habits. And I want to invite you to something even deeper. Before continuing with your day, give yourself a moment to thank God for life, for the opportunity to learn, and for the gift of caring for your mind and body. Gratitude is also a form of healing. Thank you for being here. On this channel, Well-Being at My Age, we're truly happy to walk with you, contribute to your health, and help you build habits that help you live better. Tomorrow, a new video will be waiting for you, created with care and designed to help you continue strengthening your well-being. I'll be here, looking forward to seeing you again.